And welcome back here to Arc, Florida. We start our second half hour by reliving what has been an incredible night for Panthers and hockey fans in South Florida, taking home the second straight Stanley Cup. Our John Evenson was there on the ice as the celebrating began last night, and he is joining us in his full Panthers regalia, live from his home. Because, John, how many hours of sleep did you get, John?
Am I sleeping now? Is this a dream? I'm not sure. Yeah, 3 hours, I would have to say. Got home here 4:30 a.m. There's so much to do there after they win the cup because, you know, TNT goes off the air. Then we're allowed on the ice. And that celebration with the media and the families and everything goes on for about an hour and a half before Barkey finally grabbed the cup and Tkachuk, and they go, "Come on, boys!" And they all walked out to the locker room. And then you could just smell the cigar as I was editing my story in the media room, which is pretty far away from the locker room. I got to tell you, you could just smell pure cigar smoke for the rest of the night as I edited my package. So the celebration was on.
Yeah, we heard a little bit of your interviews with the players earlier here on the show. Did you feel like there was a different vibe after this win than last year?
Now yes, definitely a different vibe. Aaron Ekblad with tears in his eyes told me, this is starting to feel normal, which is crazy to say, he said. And yeah, back-to-back cups, and it looks like this is the team that could win more. The legacy has just begun. You can start using the word dynasty now, but the feeling on the ice was that I noticed, and especially with Brad Marchand, who of course came over in a trade deadline acquisition from Boston, he was the ultimate different vibe. And I respect him. He decided he was not going to do interviews. He's not doing interviews on the ice. He had said earlier that when he won in 2011, that it was just a whirlwind, and he wasn't able to actually enjoy it. He had his entire family there, I believe from the Maritimes in Canada, Nova Scotia, if I'm not mistaken. And they were out there taking pictures, hugging, just enjoying every moment of it. And the media respected that. He's given us a lot of good interviews. And obviously some amazing plays to remember. But all of the players seem to really be cherishing their families a lot more this time. Their young children, their moms, their dads, a lot of tears. And it wasn't as much shell shock this time as, okay, this time around, we remember last year, we kind of regret not enjoying this with you as much and all the cameras. And it really felt like it was more of a family affair. So that was fun to see.
You know, we heard a lot from the fans leaving the arena who were talking about, let's go for a three-peat, let's go for a three-peat. I mean, if we're going to put this into historical context, it's been 40 years since an NHL team went back to back to back. This is not something that happens, especially to a team from Florida. You know, can you put it a little bit into just kind of what we're seeing here and how really remarkable it is?
What we're seeing here is I need to update my hat, first of all. I've got 2024 champions, and also I think there's going to be plenty more of these to come because General Manager Bill Zito, I mean, we saw it last night with the key contributors. Sam Reinhart, 4 goals. Matthew Tkachuk fittingly scored what was officially the Stanley Cup clinching goal. Sam Bennett winning the Conn Smythe, 15 goals in the playoffs. All those guys, and then, you know, Brad Marchand, who was added this year, all of those guys are just brilliant moves from Bill Zito, who just knew exactly how to build this team. He has a vision, what's missing, how to fix it. All 3 of those guys were acquired in big splash trades over the past few years, and he's built the perfect team. This team won 4 playoff series over their first 25 years of existence. Over the past 3 years, they've now won 11 playoff series. And the Oilers are a good team. The Edmonton Oilers have the best player in the world and a top 5 Draisaitl, and they're built well too. And the Oilers and the Panthers made them look like they weren't a good team. That's just how good a team the Panthers are. I could see this turning in. We could use the word dynasty now, right? We could say, when does this turn into a dynasty? After 2, I'd say we can start looking forward and wondering where this legacy is going to go. It's going to be so fun.
Let's not forget also they lost the Stanley Cup beforehand. So they've been to 3 finals in a row. So this would be a 4th final if they could somehow make it to another one. I guess, you and I, we've both been covering sports here for a dozen years. Hockey fans for a lot longer than that. Hockey is a sport that prides itself on its original 6 and its history and its ties to Canada. Unlike the rest of our local sports, there are teams that are strong teams located on the northern side of the border. But of course, now it's been so long since a team from Canada has won, and now we've got
93.
this remarkable, both Tampa and Florida and the Panthers that have had this success. I mean, kind of as a longtime hockey fan, could you have possibly seen what has happened here happening like 10, 15 years ago?
Probably not, but it fills me with pride as a hockey fan to see Florida just dominating the sport, not only because the teams, guys from Canada, the U.S., and parts of Europe wearing those Florida jerseys and hoisting the cup, but seeing the evolution of the fan base here in South Florida, which is what I've witnessed. We would go down to Panthers games. We would go all the time. So easy to get tickets. You could buy, $15, $20 tickets up in nosebleeds and literally sit wherever you wanted 7, 8 years ago. And now, I'm having intelligent hockey conversations with South Florida now Panthers fans who may not have even been interested in watching a game 4 or 5 years ago. This fan base has forever been developed and changed. It happened in Tampa Bay first when I visited Tampa Bay about 10 years ago, and you could hear the hockey conversations around you when you went to the game, and I was like, wow, like Tampa Bay is a hockey town. And you could argue now that the Panthers have cemented themselves as one of the great professional sports teams in South Florida history with back-to-back cups. It's like the Dolphins of the 70s. So this market has been forever changed, and there are so many legit Florida Panther hockey fans here now. And there was not an empty seat in the house last night, and everyone was all smiles. There were even some tears.
All right, John, you deserve some rest. Get ready. There's, of course, a parade to get ready for, too, this weekend. Great stuff on all your coverage, and thanks for joining us this morning.
Thanks, Maddie. Thanks, Sam. We'll see you guys later.
All right. We've got our Victoria DeCardenas, who's also here with us this morning.
Yeah, she's been covering the outpouring of support that we've been seeing on social media. Vic, we seeing anything new there this morning?
Oh, yes. A lot more reactions coming out of South Florida. I want to start by taking you out of my hometown in Miami. So if you don't know, anytime there's a South Florida sports team that wins a championship, people take to the streets and bring some pots and pans, the ones out of your kitchen. And you can see that here, people lining up the streets here, and you just bang on the pots and pans. People are in their cars. They form their own parade, if you will, and they celebrate with music playing from those cars. And then you kind of drown out all that with the pots and pans, people banging on them. It's just a really fun tradition. If you're ever in South Florida and something like that happens, I highly recommend it. It might be a little too late because this was last night. But we've also got some more celebrating happening with the Florida Panthers. This is champagne showers. This is Alexander Barkov walking into the locker room with the Stanley Cup. This was posted by the Florida Panthers earlier today, and then he was being sprayed with some of that champagne. I was like, get this man some goggles if this video would like to work. But I've got something for my Swifties. Some people are saying, hey, maybe it was Taylor Swift who brought all that good luck. Ernesto says Taylor Swift came to Sunrise to give the Florida Panthers her Tay blessings, and you can't tell me otherwise. I'm not going to burst their bubble. And the last thing here, our partners at the Sun Sentinel posting their front page photo this morning. It's an awesome photo. You heard John Evenson talking about it. A dynasty is born. That might be the case. But the real question is, who's on their way to the Elbo room right now? If I wasn't working, maybe I'd go. I'm definitely going to go down there this weekend. They've got a parade scheduled in Fort Lauderdale, and that's where we could see our Florida Panthers taking another dip with the cup, this time at the beach. That's going to be the place to be this weekend, guys.
No doubt about it, Vic. All right, thank you.
I love, the Panthers are all about the fans, too. They love showing up for their fans. They showed it last year when they won, and again this year already down there in Fort Lauderdale, so it's awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right.